A woman named Catherine Gaines is a rare gem. She is one in 30,000 people in America who were age 105 or older in 2020.
Yeah, so Gaines grew up right here in D.C., and she has certainly lived through a lot of history. Next week, she'll reach another milestone, celebrating her 107th birthday.
Catherine sat down with our Simone D'Alba to share her wisdom and her humor.
It's God's will.
Catherine Gaines is a spry 106 years old.
She loves her crown.
Yeah, Crown Royal.
Miss Catherine, as she's affectionately called, will celebrate her 107th birthday on November 9th.
Oh, just another one.
The native Washingtonian was born in 1916, 2 days after Woodrow Wilson was elected president.
We lived at 15th and U. If you want to be seen, you're on U Street.
She went to Sumner, now Sumner Magruder, built at the time exclusively for the education of black children in D.C. and Georgetown.
I'm here somewhere.
She graduated from D.C.'s Cardozo High School.
And the year, ooh, wow.
Cardozo Business High School, 1934.
By the time she was 14, the country had experienced the Jazz Age, the heartbreak of the Red Summer, and the Tulsa Massacre. Her U Street neighborhood, nicknamed Black Broadway, was evolving as the center of business, arts, and entertainment in the midst of a segregated Washington.
I can easily remember the stores. A lot of people were not able to go into stores or try things on. I'll never forget that. And as time went on, things changed.
Change, like experiencing the impact of the Great Migration from the South.
Well, it goes back in the beginning of, to me, the beginning of the war. Many people came from everywhere to D.C.
And showing her patriotism and love of country.
I went into service because this is where I live. This is my home. And if I can do something, as small as it is, to help the cause, that's why I went in.
United States Senator. When was this from, Miss Cat? This is when she got a declaration.
This centenarian has seen it all.
It looked like your mother.
Really?
Uh-huh.
19 presidents, gentrification, integration, and modern-day inventions she never imagined.
Cell phone, for example. Now we know our neighbor across the waters.
Her great-nephew Darren says he appreciates the life stories his aunt passes down to him.
When you have somebody live long as she lived that's gone through adversities I would never know about. I mean, these are stuff that I could read in a book, TV, but I could actually talk with somebody. Got your hands on your
hip. Yeah.
Retirement wasn't in Miss Catherine's plans. She left her paid job only to spend 40 years as a volunteer at Children's National Medical Center. When asked if there's anything that she'd do differently,
I regret that I didn't marry to a nice guy. They came along a couple of times and I took 3 looks. And I said, no, I better not try this one.
and her advice to you.
Enjoy life. Appreciate life. And remember, you have one life.
400 trillion to 1. Those are the odds of becoming a human being. You are more likely to win the lotto 10 times in your life than actually having one. So can we please make this video the moment when you decide to stop dwelling, stop crying. Don't tell me how you blew your knee out in high school. It is time to take control. What are you gonna see sitting at 80, 90 years old in a retirement home, regretting all the things you didn't do? Take life by the throat and go out and execute. Everything that happened has happened. No more dwelling, no more complaining. So right now, wrap your head around this ridiculous gift that you were given. It's called life. Go step out and do your thing. The one thing you've always wanted to do, or the 10, 50, 100 things you've always tried to do. Because the only thing that's keeping you back is the other people that are judging you. And who gives a fuck about them?
Traveling in a quiet rum country on a heavy trail at the justice. She said, she comes from the land down under. When they blow and then thunder. Can you hear the thunder? Better run, you better take cover. Better run, you better take cover. Find that from a man in Brussels. He was 6'4", full of muscles. I said, do you speak my language? He just smiled, gave me a Vegemite sandwich. He said, I come from a land down under. The rivers flow and then thunder. Can you hear the thunder? Better run, you better take cover. Better run, you better take cover. Not much to say. I said to the man, are you trying to tempt me? Cause I come from the land of plenty. He said, you come from the land down under. When they blow and then thunder. Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. You better run, you better take cover. Better run, you better take cover. You better take cover.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
You got the touch.
This is the kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
Not ramping down. Just getting started. Nothing stops this train. Who are you?
Oh, you better be joking.
Greetings. What the hell, man? What the hell?
I don't know the song.
Yeah, did you notice that Dirty Dan is in the house?
Double D, Unclean Daniel. The love of
Dan. For those of you that don't know, Dirty Dan used to be a co-host here, and hopefully we'll have him back on as a guest host, maybe.
He's a beautiful human being.
Yes, he is. Before I get started, what did you think about that opening video? 107 years old. Can you believe that?
No, I bet like our family's like, I wish she just died.
Oh, dude, that would. That's
you
horrible,
know,
man.
she gives bad presents.
Here,
I want her to live to be like 140. You know, I hope she lives forever. I think she's nice. But I'm gonna say her great grandkids don't like her because kids suck.
Oh, well, you know, if you noticed and you paid attention, that was her great nephew that was with her. So, but 107 years old, what an inspiration! And someone
he's not that good of a nephew. I'm just gonna tell you, and like I've got some pretty good nephews. That guy's not that great. Come on, cut the shit.
Someone
her average nephew's with her.
I thought that was pretty inspirational, and I wanted to throw that on there.
Cool. I like that.
Hello, Bolin. Welcome in, brother. I'm gonna go down the list here and welcome everyone in real quick. Joseph Dirte, welcome. Shady J, good to see you. Sean Daughtery, how you doing, brother? Christy, welcome. And there's Dirty Dan, Diesel Power Cummins, welcome in. Hey, Lucy, our lovely producer, glad to see you. Country Bro, welcome in. Go to hell, BJ Farnsworth. Welcome in. What?
BJ, what are we doing, BJ? I agree with you 100%. Screw that.
So, let's see. T. Dameron, welcome in.
Apple Creek, Michelle D, welcome in. And I hope I didn't miss anyone. I did hand out some new wrenches. So if I missed anyone on the wrenches, I will hand those out very soon. But before we get started, Justin is going to have to leave at 9 o'clock tonight. So what we're going to do at 9 is we're going to take a break. And Miss Led, welcome in. Never going to be so glad for. You did not like that version of Land Down Under? Come on.
Oh, pretty good. I'm not much of a punk fan usually, but I liked it.
Yeah, same here. And but anyway, Justin's going to leave at 9. We're going to take a break. And Goose, your shirt matches my boxers. Well, I'm glad to know that, but I do not want to know how.
In your boxers.
But when we take a break, for those of you that have got to know me and the Static and Noise and some other pages, we're going to have a co-host. I'm not going to be here. He's going to be here by himself. And I will give you guys a hint as to who is going to be here at 9 to wrap the show up, the last 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes max of the show. Here is a clue. So pay close attention of who will be coming up at 9 o'clock. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me why.
I know who that is.
I have no idea, because I do not like that guy. Me and him do not get along, even though he's from Whitesburg, Kentucky. I do not care for him. So
I thought it was Bowling Cox.
No, it was not
the Bowling Cox song. Okay.
I want to know what else he does with the little hands. Come on, be honest.
I pee with him. Makes everything look bigger when your hands are smaller.
Oh, hey, Limits, welcome in, brother. Look at there. Let somebody guess it right off the bat. You are correct, sir. He will be coming up at 9 o'clock. He will be on by himself. I'll be dropping the link here in a little bit. He threatened to hack this channel as well if I did not let him come on. So
he's good too. I heard he's like the Matrix and shit.
You mentioned shit. That's exactly what he is. So
like I heard he's like that one character from Hackers movie. You ever watched that movie?
Yeah, a long time ago. Yes, I have.
I did too. I don't remember
it. Read Lucy's comment there. She just sent us in the Facebook chat or Facebook group. So,
okay, let me go.
Again, welcome in everyone. Our first weekend on our new time, 9 or 8 p.m. Justin was sadly in here at 5 o'clock waiting for people to show up. And then at 5:48, he messaged, hey, when does the show start? So
say that, Lucy. I'm not mirrored, so I got to try to figure out. Oh yeah, there you go. She get a little look. I'm playing pocket pool.
Yeah. We're going to go ahead, since Justin's going to take off here. We'll go ahead and start out with some listener email. I'm going to throw the number up if anybody wants to call and join us. I'm also going to drop the link. Please feel free. So
8675309.
That is not it. Do not pay any attention to him.
That's not it.
Huh. No, that is not it. Okay. So
8675309.
So you can go ahead and start out with some email there, Justin, if you want to.
Okay, is the first one from Christopher?
Yes, that is it.
Yes. Christopher, this is from Christopher. Dear Goose and Justin, I wanted to reach out about Reverend Billy Joe Farnsworth. He is a crook, scammer, and a plague on society. Please do not ever have him on the show again. Thanks again for always putting on a great show, except for the Farnsworth episode. You're not wrong on any of those things, and I think we learned our lesson there. You know that. Yeah. It was.
Hey, Gemini, welcome in. There was someone else that told me the other day that they listened to the beginning of that episode, and they said that when I quit roasting him and he actually came on, that they turned it off. So, but that was a huge comment. So, let's see. Is Brandy in? Welcome, Brandy. Gemini, I already said that. So let's see here. The next email is from Mandy. She says, hey, Goose, Justin, and the rest of the gang. I have been a listener to Here to Chew Bubblegum podcast since it first started, and I could not be happier with what it has grown into. I have a question. Why has the time changed for the show? Please share if you're able to. Roswell, Amanda. Well, Mandy, Amanda, she has wrote in before. It has been a while. I have 2 family members that have cancer, and they're close family members. And so to spend more time with family and stuff, well, I switched it up and with Justin and Lucy's input. And Justin was just talking before we started that he likes this late start time. So
yeah, I think people will enjoy listening more in the evenings. It's easier to take in the evenings. I think it's kind of hard to tolerate me early in the morning.
Well, dude, it's kind of hard to tolerate you anytime. So
yeah, my wife doesn't let me in the house usually before like 11:30, noonish,
12 o'clock. So well,
yeah,
it happens. You want to take the next one there, brother? And we are behind on emails, but we will get caught up. We may have one segment, hell, I don't know, coming up in November, because we are going to take a break sometime in December, maybe for like a week. But we will have something up. You'll either have a premiere, which won't be live, or you'll have something will be up. So take it away
right now.
JP. I do not know what that is.
I just wanted to take a moment and thank you for the amazing show. What are these people listening to? Like, what show are they watching?
They're listening to this one, man. Listen and watching
it. I have been a listener for almost 2 years now and have enjoyed all the content you guys have put out. It is truly a great podcast, and I look forward to continuing to listen. Until next time, Earthlings.
Thank you very much, Plant 9. It's been a while since he's wrote in as well. And now the next one is like 2 paragraphs, but I will try to hurry and read it. And then I'm going to, I'm going to skip ahead in the format. And for those of you that have never known this, we actually do. We're professional, have a format on how we do the show and stuff. So
what do I get on that?
After this last email, I'm going to announce the social media shout out of the week. Let's see. This is from Dixon09. Now, Dixon has been a listener for a long time. And he says, greetings, Goose and Justin. Dixon09 here. It's been a while since I've been listening. A few months ago, I went back to trucking. And I'd be damned if you didn't start doing the live show shortly before that. I always listened to the podcast and got hooked on the live show. As you can imagine, it's hard to drive a truck and watch a live stream replay. So I'm back to listening to the podcast version. On days that I have layovers, I watch and listen to both. Anyway, keep up the good work. And I also wanted to see how Mother Goose is doing. She is such a sweet person, and shame on you, Goose, for trolling her on the show. Just kidding, pal. You can tell that she enjoys it too. Take care, guys, and I'll catch you on the road. Roswell, Dixon09. Thank you very much, Dixon09.
And Mother Goose actually, she moved. She now lives in Arizona. She has joined a nudist colony and a hippie commune, and I'm going out to visit her next week. Yeah, I'm proud of her. She's living outside of her comfort zone. Like,
now, you want me to really give you an update on Mother Goose?
Oh, I thought that's where she was. She keeps telling me, don't call back. I won't be home.
No, she's not in a nudist colony. This coming Wednesday, she will be meeting her husband of about 30 years into a veterans hospital. And from there, he'll be going to inpatient hospice. So I bet you feel like a piece of shit now, don't you, buddy?
So you don't give me heads up on nothing. You just leave me out there so I can make a Mama Goose joke.
They wouldn't know about Mother Goose, and that is where that's what's going on with Mother Goose. So you do feel really bad, don't you? I can tell.
I do feel bad. I do feel awful because now he's not going to be able to check up on her at the nudist colony. Like, it's going to be hard to get through. Cell service out there is horrible.
Yep.
I feel bad, man. Love you, Mother Goose.
But that is what's going on with Mother Goose. And she listens and watches the replays or the podcast. So I'm sure she'll appreciate your.
I'm sure she does.
But if you want to email us, shoot us an email here to chewbubblegum@yahoo.com. You can always call, text, or leave a voicemail 606-373-3396. Or if you call now, hey, we'll put you live on the show. And I want to go ahead and give our shout out of the week. You know, our social media shout out of the week is none other than, well, let it pop up here. Ta-da! T. Dameron. Check him out on YouTube, youtube.com/@TDameron4185. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and show some love. That is our social media shout out of the week. And did you notice she put a comment up?
Yeah, I see that. She commented last week too, didn't she?
Yes. But that is who we give our social media shout out of the week to. So, that's bad. I'd lose sleep over that. See,
over what? Over her making a comment? I thought it was
over the Mother Goose thing. And here I'm telling you, no,
I didn't know she didn't want people to know about the nudist colony. You didn't tell me.
Well, okay, she called me yesterday. I will share this story really quick.
Too.
I mean, you know, hell, because it's open topics. If there's anything you guys in the audience want us to talk about, you know, hey, just type it in there. I'll drop the link again. But she called me yesterday. And, you know, I love my mom. I love, you know, my stepdad. You know, I've known him for a long time. He has a great sense of humor as well. Again, he has got dementia as well as a stomach cancer. And his dementia has got worse. Now, if I giggle at this, I do apologize. But she called me and, you know, we were talking for a little bit and I asked how he was doing. And she said, well, and, you know, you all have heard my mom. You know, she laughs. She likes to laugh, have a good sense of humor. So I didn't know if she was trolling me or she was serious. So when she told me what he had just done a few minutes before, I started laughing. And she said, that's not funny. I'm serious. And I felt like I felt like Justin did a few minutes ago. She said that she gave him his medicine. And I'm not freezing, am I, Justin?
No, you're good.
Okay. But she gave him she took him his pill and some water. He took the pill, shoved it up his nose, and then drank the water. And I thought she was like joking with me, but she was not joking with me. She was.
You can do it that way. You just got to crush it first. You can do it that way. There's people on my creek that do it that way all the time.
Yeah. Well, you know, I did chuckle at that.
Oh yeah, and but I'm the a-hole, for the nudist colony jokes.
Yeah, you are, man, you are. So
I am, but it's for a lot of other reasons besides letting the cat out of the bag about the nudist colony. These lights are really bright.
Let's see. Dirty Dan says, I'd love to hear the update about Reverend BJ getting caught fornicating with a Kentucky kangaroo. Well, he was on the show 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, so it's all right.
Yeah, you can go back on the Here to Chew Bubblegum YouTube and catch that, Dirty Dan. So
I've not heard that one, Dan, but I'm trying to dodge him. But listen, every time he gets caught up in something, it is for fornicating with something, or as he says, trying to save the wayward women. And listen, I had an uncle, and he always told me he was a wooer of wayward women. So I know how a wooer of wayward women acts, and it's not the way that the Reverend Billy Joe Farnsworth acts.
But again, I just dropped the link again if anyone wants to come up and join us. Now, next week, we will probably play a game, and the winner of the game, now we're going to need people to help us. So Justin, Bo, and Lucy will win $50 cash for the game. So I need to figure out how we're going to keep points, but I will be showing some logos. And like I'll hold them up on screen, you know, boom. I really probably should put them on. Maybe I'll put them on the screen instead of holding them. But you know, we're gonna play a game. Everyone could join in, and you win $50. So, courtesy of Justin.
Yeah, and I might give them something cool from Retro Cult. I'll give them something cool from the Retro Cult store too. We'll throw something else in.
Okay,
great. Tons of junk, great quality merchandise laying around. And if you like retro stuff and you need to buy retro stuff, go to Macari and look for Retro Cult, and it's selling about as fast as I can put it up right now. So
see, now you should have told me that, or I would have put a thing up on the screen for it, but you didn't do that.
Oh, I did. It's not that big.
So how's everything been going with you? One of my biggest accomplishments this week was I turned my 5-year-old grandson onto Jackass. We watched several episodes and laughed our asses off. And
me and Ryder got into that a little while back. It's good.
Yeah. Well, Ryder's older than 5, though, right? So.
Yeah, but I'm not barely. I'm barely there.
Before we even started watching it, I told him, I'm like, do not try this at home. He's like, okay. And I kept trying to get him to let me record him and send it to his mom saying, hi, this is Bryson. Welcome to Jackass. But he would not do it because it had a bad word in it. And I kept trying to tell him that Jackass was a bad word. But he thought I was trolling him. He would not do that.
It's a genius. This kid knows. Don't listen to Papa. He's gonna get me in trouble. Am I lined up better right there, Lucy?
Oh, well, back in the summer, me and him were leaving Walmart, and I went in and got something, and I bought him a pair of gloves, and that was his size and stuff. And I think they were actually work gloves. And as we was walking out of Walmart, the guy there standing checking receipts, I jumped up 2 steps in front of him and pointed at him, and I said, you better check him. He didn't pay for those. He stole those gloves. And his face turned blood red. And he just looked at the guy and smiled and shook his head. And then when we got outside, he's like, Pops, don't do that no more. That's embarrassing. I'm like, okay. I
always like, as soon as it goes off and like the dinger goes off because somebody else has got something, just to yell run. And then just take off running, because kids won't. Like at first, it takes them a minute to click, and then they take off running. Then they realize it makes them seem guilty. Then they're scared. I'm a horrible parent.
No, you're not. I will have to remember that. I will have to try that.
That's fun.
So, like I said, I didn't really have anything on the thing. Another open topic show. I like those because I don't feel like they tie us down. You know what I mean? They keep us. They keep us open. So
yeah. I'm open.
So, let's see here. Oh boy, you're honoring. Now, hopefully, you're talking about Justin there. So,
yeah.
Pops here, Shetty J. So, yeah, Pops has done that. Pops has got a little too excited at ball games. I will tell you that. So, not because of the kids, but because of the way other parents act at these games when it's 5-year-old kids. There's no sense in that. So.
Yeah, I agree that. I mean, like, it gets way out of hand. A 5-year-old knows to do his best and try harder than that. And these kids just don't put enough effort into it. And it's ridiculous. Like, play your ass off. Get out there like it's the end of the world and you got to win. Be somebody. Don't be a friggin' loser the rest of your life. Play like there's nothing else in this world that matters. Don't go, everybody wants to goof off and have fun. Like, that's what children's sports is for.
You want to answer everyone else there? So, I just realized that you're lined up with your AI guy, and now I've got what?
I know that's what Lucy was talking about. Yeah, see, I can get it pretty good. I look at that there.
Yeah, that's
pocket full. That's what I was talking about. My upper body, my lower body looks a little better shape, and I like what AI did with me because that's not me. That's what my wife. My wife keeps saying, "When's that other guy going to be on here?" She will go, "Which guy?" She'll go, "The good-looking one." And I'm like, I don't know. The 2 ugly fuckers are back this week, or guys. The 2 ugly guys are back this week. Yeah.
Let me see if I can move it around.
That ain't a boom shadow. I can tell you that right now.
I'm clicking on buttons back here. Nothing's happening. So. But I was trying to move it around. So but it's the same thing that was up on the that wasn't it. So that's just scary as hell right there. But
oh yeah, Bowling Cox is here tonight. So if Bowling will be here, I got a special one for Bowling. Let me see here.
I hate to even see this.
No, it's okay. It's a good one.
Oh, that is Bowling and his dad. For those of you that
his dad, Kenny Rogers. Double D know what we're talking about. There's been some rumor out there, that maybe Bowling Cox was Kenny Rogers' son, and I think that's definitive proof right there. Gosh, look at Bowling singing. That's young Bowling too.
Yeah, that is.
That's just north of probably about 22, 23 when he's on the road with Kenny. Oh man, them's the days.
Yeah, he's the illegitimate son of Kenny Rogers.
Hey, Michelle says, you had no business playing on a 6th grade team. Okay, you're an adult. Stay off the damn court.
Let's see. I got kicked out of my son's 6th grade basketball game. I came close a few weeks ago. I came close. Now,
you're not much taller than me. You should be able to stay out there.
Lucy is referring to AI made me look hot also LOL. I thought AI did good. She is referring to the first issue where herself and Mr. Bolin Cox made their appearance in the early edition of this right here. I will show this.
Ooh, I did not see this part now.
Issue 1. So, graphic novel.
She's got something on the back.
Survival, sex, violence, and hope.
Is that a tramp stamp?
I can't say because that will give away part of the story. So,
okay. My wife's got one, but I guess not really fair to call it a tramp stamp. She don't do the fun stuff a tramp does. She just got the stamp.
Somebody
accidentally stamped her.
The character TJ actually has the same tattoo in the front and in the back, but I can't tell you what it is because it will give away part of the story.
It's based on Bolin Cox. Bolin Cox has got an elephant's head in the front and an elephant's tail in the back.
I wish that I had uploaded. I wish that I had uploaded Lucy Bowen's AI pictures and stuff for the that they're in. I mean, because, and I'll give a little bit away. They're, because this takes place. It starts out on an island. We're on an island, and Bolin is the sheriff, and Lucy is the local police chief. Now, you may ask why a sheriff and a police chief are in the same building is because it's an island, and it's like a public safety building where they both have. There you go. That's very disturbing, man.
That's Double D's favorite. They like that manner.
That's very disturbing. But their character names in Hell's Witness are Jack and Diane. So, and there's kind of
Jack
a
Diane.
there you go. So, I saw Kenny Rogers driving a AAA tow truck the other day.
God, Big Ken.
That's a short Wolverine on the far right. Now, was that okay, he's talking about Bolin. Hey, that is kind of, I've never thought about that. That is kind of a compliment. So,
let's see. We can bring Bolin back. Let's bring Bolin back. This is the greatest thing we ever got was the virtual backgrounds.
And I think Limits is talking about the Hell's Witness. Like I said, the people, and there's been a few people contact me. I ran into a little bit of a snag this week. And actually, one of the earlier samples that I sent Bolin was totally different than what I'm working with right now, because I had his uniform was going to be brown, but it kept kind of like bleeding into some of the background stuff, so I had to change it to white. So, but I'll go ahead and give a little bit more away. Their characters are going to survive, and they will be in later episodes or issues as well. So
nice.
We're definitely going to role play off that. Well, you please keep that to yourself.
No, let's not do that. Let's send Justin detailed statements on
Justin, since Limits is on here, do you want to mention something to him about on next week's show?
I love Limits. I'm just getting to know him, I love having him on and stuff. Unfortunately, I think he has he's not really made a fan on here. I mean, he's made tons of fans here, obviously, but he's also made an enemy. And we were sent something. Without showing it, like, I don't even know what you say. Like, I'm worried. I think he'll take it well when he sees it.
Mm-hmm. That's what
there's more of this than that, so this is a little harder to take. That was pretty easy, but I just tune in, and I think I'm worried to what this will lead to. I'm not an instigator of violence, and I don't want to see something that happened on our show turn violent, but I fear that's where it's going.
Well, like you said, the guy, I'm sorry. You'll just have to tune in next week. So now, will it be in the opening video of the show or the closing video, or will it be during the show? Or
I think the best thing to probably do would maybe have him come on If it's just for a couple minutes, if he can get on for, if he can get, and I think that's the best part about waiting. That way we can just show it to him, maybe get a reaction from him and just kind of show it during the show.
I'm going to bring Wade up. Hey, Wade, welcome, brother.
What's going on?
You have not been sitting back here long, have you?
Since 7:15.
Are you serious?
What are you doing, dude?
A quarter. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, see, Justin's up here just like bullshit. I'm so sorry, Wade.
I kept saying, hey, Goose, let's bring this guy in. Goose is like, screw this guy. This guy can wait. I'm like, hey, is that Wade? He's like, I don't give a shit if it's Wade or not. Look, Wade waiting. I was like, whoa.
No, Wade, I just happened to look down. I apologize. I am so sorry, brother.
No problem. I was sitting back listening to it and, just doing my thing. I'm like, well, he'll see it eventually.
Hey, you should have shot me a text. I am so sorry. Did you hear the part that Justin, we're going to have to take a break at 9. Justin's leaving, and then we got a guy coming in. Did you hear that part?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, can you hang around with him just to make sure the show does not go off the rail?
Yes,
well, I can stick around. I cannot guarantee you that it won't go off rail.
Okay. That dude needs a babysitter. I mean, bad. The guy needs to just do the best you can do. I mean, nobody's going to hold anything against you. I mean, it is what it is. As
bad as I hate to say it, in some ways, I felt like PBR being in the bushes, like Country Bro said. But other than just sitting back in the bushes, that's the only way I've been like PBR. Trust me, I haven't been back here with nobody else, especially somebody the same sex. Go ahead and clarify that.
I keep trying to get invited to that park. I don't know nothing about this other than I can't get an invite.
Well, you don't want to get an invite to this one, trust me. So
you know how desperate I am. I mean, at this point.
So you had been sitting there since 15 till 7 your time.
15 after 7.
Okay, 15 after 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Because about 10 after, I glanced back there, and I think I even said we have Wade come. Did I say that in the show or say that backstage, Justin?
I don't remember. I mean, I remember telling you needed to let him on, and you were like, "No, I'll do what I want to do." You're not me.
So, how was your day and weekend been going, Wade? What have you been up to, brother?
My weekend, actually, I wasn't even on YouTube. I didn't even have service. I went to the other side of Hohenwald, which is a little over 2 hours away from where I'm at. It makes Ashland City look like downtown Nashville. We're talking country. And my mother-in-law had just got dish put in, but the guy that put it in put the internet and all on her phone, or the Wi-Fi.
Right.
But didn't give her the password. So when I went over there, I'm trying to get hooked up on my phone. She said, we don't have the password. She goes, they're supposed to come back. We're trying to get them back one day next week. Because they had some other issues. But she goes, yeah, we don't have the password. So I'm like, great.
Did you go over there to specifically fix their internet and stuff for them?
No, we, since they moved, my wife don't get to see her that often. So we left out Friday and went down there, spent Friday night. Saturday, my wife and her husband went to the auction. Matter of fact, Saturday I kind of got sick, and so that's the reason I didn't go. And then we got up this morning, had breakfast, spent some time with them, and then we headed on back later on that afternoon. And I got back. I'd done a few things around here. We had dinner. I laid down for a few minutes and then looked up, and I was looking at the clock instead of my watch or my phone. And one of the few items I didn't change the time on, then I realized, oh, Jack. Yeah. So I came back here, jumped on here real quick, and been sitting backstage. So yeah.
Yeah, I am. Man, I feel terrible.
Oh man, I figured y'all wanted to finish a topic or so and then bring me on.
I mentioned it 2 or 3 times.
You did not mention it one time. He's been listening. He knows you're full of shit and lying, man.
I did. I forgot to tell you. I've got a new best friend, and her name's Chloe.
Okay,
and, she's little Isley's brother or sister. Isley's her brother. And she sent me a video of Isaac.
Okay.
And you could play that for us. Isaac was a child star. I didn't know this.
Okay.
And he did a big national chicken nugget commercial. I had no idea. I had no clue. And he was on the news about it and everything. And my best friend Chloe would be so excited if you could play that little chicken nugget.
Sure. Let me add it to the stage here, and it starts automatically.
Chicken
Right after
nuggets
start it.
is like my favorite.
Well, okay.
Play it one more time.
I really do like chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets is like my favorite.
I love my little Isaac. Look at he's such a handsome
I really
little.
do like chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets is like my favorite.
Now let me ask you a question. Man. Does Isaac have anything wrong with him?
We're not really allowed to talk about that.
Okay.
You know, again, like I said, it's my best friend's brother. You know what I mean? Me and Chloe are tight. Like, I don't want to say if maybe, he's abnormal. Abnormal. Well, I mean, he's a good boy. He is. He's a good boy. I rub his little head all the time. I say, "You're a good boy." I say, "You're good," and he is. And I love cake. He loves cake. Yeah, he's a great kid. He really is. And thank you, Chloe, for the video. I really appreciate that.
Thank you very much, Chloe. The answer misled. So was Goose Ellie at one time? I've only watched his shorts until now. Yes, 26 years, and I retired. Not this past August of 2022. Damn, that goes by fast.
Sure. I mean, that's been a long time.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Led, for joining us on the podcast. That really means a lot to have you here. I guess she's watching on the Static and Noise page. We have people. Dude, stop that shit. What's wrong with you?
No, fingers. I mean, you can't hardly beat that. Look, watch it disappear. Watch it disappear. Oh, gosh.
Do you remember, Wade, when you were talking about getting a co-host, and I said, "Please don't. You're making a mistake, Wade."
Well, we had to learn. We had to learn from our mistakes.
Oh, he's learning good right now.
That's exactly what my dad told me after I got married. That's the reason I didn't give you no advice before getting married. I figured each one of us had to learn from our own mistakes.
Yes, Dirty Dan, I did retire twice, but I was only retired for like 2 weeks the first time, so that don't count. So, and then I went back and worked 6 more years. So, now, see, that looks like you're holding the banana where your hand's at on your boom mic stand.
I'm holding the banana. Look at that. Oh, God, yeah, look at that banana.
Corliss, welcome in. Welcome in.
Just don't move your hand up and down that way, though.
Wade, you have gave your ideas now. That will mess with your sound. Please don't do that. No, looks like he's open wide for holiday surprise. Yeah, no, not at all.
Oh, I can't wait till Christmas. Wait till Thanksgiving. I got a good picture for us for Thanksgiving.
Well, Wade, there's been a lot of videos and stuff especially this last summer. And I don't know if I asked you this when you were on the show last time. I don't think that I did. If I did, I apologize. What do you think about all these videos of unidentified flying objects and all that? And have you ever followed any of that?
Well, now when it comes to UFOs and all, I will tell you that 96, 97, me and my wife seriously thought we seen a UFO on the interstate for about 20, 25 miles. Literally for going down 24, we probably done 25 miles an hour. And it's along with everybody else. And that's how serious this thing was. And it wasn't until the next day that the news actually broadcast what it was. And it was about 35, 40 miles from where we got on the interstate at the mall. It had one of these big old display lights that shoots up into the sky.
Yeah.
But it was literally throwing everybody off from that far. And the way it was actually looking, yeah, I mean, we seriously thought it was something more so than one of them lights. It had everybody up towards the Jolton, Cheatham County area, just killing traffic. I mean, because I'm a strong believer in ghosts. And so that's not going to surprise me one bit to have UFOs. I mean, why should we be the only form of life in this universe?
I don't think we are. Now, earlier today, my son Darian, he showed me this video that he came across. And about 2 minutes into this video, my head started hurting because I was trying to follow this video. And it was explaining, it started out how far the earth is from the moon, how long it would take to get there if you were driving at 100 miles an hour. And then, and it started out with the moon because, man has walked on the moon. If that did happen. And then it went to Mars and it showed the distance, and it kept going out to where like there were 5, and I think one of them was called like an ultra mega galaxy that was so far from here. And they have come up with this new theory now based on mathematics and stuff. And this was like the 5th one. And this video honestly made my head hurt because it just kept going on and going on. Justin, have you followed any of this? Or are you still on the fence? Or are you a non-believer?
You had me worried for a minute because the last video give me that kind of headache was 2 girls, 1 cup. But I like, to be honest with you, when the government started mentioning it, all started coming out. Like you see some of them like the Fravor video and stuff like that. Like it is really weird. Like they're very convincing. They're very good. And had the government not released them, I would have probably believed them more. And then the government starts releasing it, and you're like, well, hold on a minute. What are they trying to get me to do now? But you have said something numerous times on here, and other people have talked about it, and I've heard people discuss it in other places that the interest they seem to show in nuclear sites, and then the issues like how like the Sioux fighters during Second World War that started popping up and stuff, and how they're always popping up over war zones and stuff. Like, right now would be the time. Like it's like everybody seems to be at war, getting ready to go to war, thinking about war. I got 2 neighbors throwing bottle rockets at each other the other day. Like everything's going to crap. No, but it would have been cool if I did. It would have been like bombing and stuff, But I don't even have 2 neighbors. This is my aunt, and she throws bottle rockets at me. But like, if they are, a lot of these are popping up right now. Maybe that's why. Like maybe it's like we're trying so hard to kill each other and like to screw everything up that maybe they're just coming. Everybody thinks they're coming to intervene. Maybe they're just popcorning it. They're just coming. They're kicked back on the couch. You're just going to eat some popcorn and watch us blow each other to hell. If I come to that farm, Double D, we ain't going to be looking at the skies. One of us will be east to the sky, but I mean the other one be looking at.
In this video, at the end of it, because he skipped ahead to the end, and he explained, and I think it was James Smith that said this. He'd come on the show, and he said, just because you go to the ocean and you take a spoonful of water out and you don't have a shark in it, that don't mean there's not sharks in the ocean. And the way that this guy ended the video, he said, now, for people to think that there's no other life forms out there, he said, think about this. Everything had to be perfect to create Earth. Now, I'm not talking like on a religion type scale. I'm just talking about scientific. He said, everything had to be perfect to create Earth. What if we were the first ones? And other galaxies are just now, that could have life, are just now coming into existence where things are perfect, And I thought I had never thought about that before. I'd never thought about that. What's your thoughts on that, Dave?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like Apple Creek said, we may be the only intelligent life form. There may be other life form on other planets, but I mean, why, for years we didn't think there was water on Mars,
right? Or the moon, yeah.
Yeah, and now we know for a fact that there is. They proved that 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a good possibility. It hadn't been proven yet, but I mean, if the government does know, they're not going to tell us right now because they don't want everybody to be scared. Can you imagine the uproar if they came out in the morning and told us there was other life forms, and that yes, what we have been seeing and they've been denying is actually facts. Could you imagine the amount of people that would be so scared?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, and that was kind of back in the summer, when they had these hearings. They basically said that that aliens did exist because they admitted to having technology. But they basically said they exist without saying they exist, if that makes sense. Do you remember when that came out, Justin, and we talked about it?
Yeah. And like, I guess it comes down, like, my belief has to come down like, okay, do I believe the universe and the idea of the infinite universe is as big as they say it is? I believe it likely is. And if it is, and we understand, like, we think about age, and they may be right. Maybe we are the first go at it, and we got that far. I doubt it, because I'm not even sure we're intelligent life. I mean, my definition of intelligent life before has always been something that can manipulate its environment. But we start a lot of shit, so we may not be. But like, say we're the youngest, and everything that's moved out further from the center is older than us. If that's the case, like, think about how far they are. And like, I think the scoop of water from the ocean's a great analogy. Like, we'll never see, a slice of the universe, not in our lifetime, not enough to even say that we've seen anything. So the likelihood that it's there, very, very, to me, it seemed very, very strong. And then, you do, like, you witnessed, you mentioned the religious aspect of it. Like, Buddhism, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, nothing ever said that this is the only planet, this is the only life. It just spoke of what it knew of this planet and this life, because it's the only planet life it ever knew anything about. So, anywhere.
You go back 4 years, and Obama was asked about aliens and stuff, and his statement was and it was a magazine. I can't remember which one it was. But you can, like, Google, Obama's statement on UFOs and aliens, and you can find this. He basically said something like, if the truth came out, or if people found out that that stuff like that did exist, it would be chaos, because they would be questioning religion or something to that effect. So, honestly, and we talk about Roswell a lot on the show. You cannot tell me. I would have to go back in time and watch it myself to believe for 1 second that was weather balloons, that was not UFOs, because was so much technology that came after that. So much, it's just.
Even today, when tractor and trailers bring stuff in up there, they go to the gate, the driver gets out of the truck, goes into a little building where it's got chairs, TV, vending machines, and that's it. And they're to stay there, and they will bring the truck back to them when they're done.
I thought for a minute you were going to mention the white trucks that go up and down the interstates all over the United States that have USA wrote on the side of them.
No, they have tractor and trailers that are escorts with their load to go there. And they're escort 2 in front, or some of them I know, 2 in front, 2 in back. When they get to the gate, when they get through the gate by that guard shack, they are to get out. They go over to the driver's quarters and cannot go out. And they will bring the truck back to them when they are finished.
Now, Justin was laughing. Dirty Dan knows. If, let's say somebody is a police officer, and they are told to go out and try to catch speeders, not necessarily to write tickets, but just to slow people down. And you see this semi truck that's white, it's got USA on the trailer, on the, not as big on the cab. And let's say this deputy pulls this over, and a few minutes later, this SUV pulls in behind the deputy's car, blacked out tinted windows, black SUV. It will make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, and they're like, hey, you need to let that truck go on. and you're like, who the fuck are you? You know, and then they whip out this badge, you know, and stuff. And you can see they're really well armed, you know, really well, you know, when they're like 4 people in the car. And you're like, oh, okay, well, have a good one, buddy. So, you know, now they do train police officers now not to stop those trucks. They didn't at the time that I stopped a truck like that. But, you know, I have talked to people, you know, and I have not vetted them because, you know, this has been through emails or on text message or phone calls. And they're like, those trucks are above military, and you would not want to see what they are hauling, you know, all over the United States, right in public. So have you ever heard anything like that?
I want to see what they're hauling.
What was that, Jeff?
Maybe I do want to see what they're hauling.
I would have loved to have seen what they were hauling. You know, I wouldn't want to find out, but, you know, I mean, I didn't even have a chance to make it up to the, I may have took 3 or 4 steps, you know, up, you know, to the truck. So, but yeah, that's, that stuff happened. So,
and see, the thing about it, some of these drivers that are doing this now don't even know what they're hauling. All they know is they've got an escort, they've got the paperwork, they know where they're going, what they've got to do once they get there. They don't know what it is.
Now, you know, what had, and you can look some of these trucks up and you'll get some, and I've not done it in a couple of years, but you'll get some that are like, there's your company trucks, and one of them comes back from Texas, and others are like, you know, there's no information. And now, you know, and I wish that when I was still active, I had run one of those tags to see what it would have come back to. But I mean, hell, it may not have even had a tag on it now that I think about it. Not on a trailer. So, but yeah, that was, you know, I mean, that really happens. And that makes you wonder and think what people are like taking all across the United States right in front of us, and we don't see it.
Yeah.
So, looks like Justin, are you still good for a few more minutes? Because I really hate to
figure this thing out here.
Well, I heard you playing with something that way. This did not happen.
It's not. I can hear you, and you're freezing.
Okay,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. So I am freezing. Okay. See, now I shouldn't be.
Well, I don't know if it's me or you.
Okay, who is it, Wade? Is it me or Justin?
Well, you are freezing, but at times it gets hard. It's hard to hear him, so I don't know.
Okay, hell, maybe it's both of us. So. Yeah, did you hear what I said a little bit ago, Justin, about you owing me $100?
No, I did not. Do I owe you $100? Can you hear it now?
Yeah.
I turned on this 5 million things running in the background. I see me. Yeah, I'm lagging a little bit. So I had all this stuff running in the background, so I could read it all. I turned everything on.
I'm moving my little thing up. Yeah, I know that didn't sound good. My internet box is what I'm talking about.
Well, as long as we can see both hands, you know, because if you got your thumb and forefinger, then I'm going to call you rich.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hey,
you talk about something? I only got one.
You know, PBR is always saying he's using his thumb and forefinger.
So, Corliss, on that right there, they said what they did find and see. So they did say, because we've mentioned that before too. So they did say what they found in the ocean that made them want to start exploring space and get the hell off this planet. That, you know, that's still something that's fascinating. You know, when NASA, you know, you go back and look at NASA and they started out, you know, it was an ocean exploration thing before it like changed and all that. It's getting about 9 o'clock, Justin. Are you good? Or you take a break and head out?
Probably need to go.
Well, Wade, you can hang around, right? Because we do have a special guest coming up that will be your Wade. You are the host. Your special guest will be the co-host. Just try to keep him in line. We'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay,
Justin, we will see you next week, brother.
I will see you then. I gotta work a little wisely tomorrow.
Well, okay. Well, we'll be back in just a moment. You're watching Here to Chew Bubble Gum.
All right, folks. Well, it looks like we gotten rid of Goose and Lonnie and Justin. I don't know why I got them names screwed up. Give them guys a break, so they got me over here hosting, and we're going to see who the co-host is. Well, that music sounds familiar, folks. Oh, we've got Goose, and his mic is muted.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, motherfuckers. Ronnie Noble, Wattsburg, Kentucky, the original outlaw in the house. Fuck you, Wattsburg.
What's going on, Lonnie?
Hey, not much, Wade. Not much. How you doing, buddy? How you doing?
Well, I'm staying vertical, man. Staying vertical. You getting ready for your boy's birthday tomorrow?
My boy's birthday? What the hell you talking about? My boy's birthday?
Oh, your boy up there in Kentucky, up there in Paintsville.
Gosh, why you bring that man up, Wade? Why you bring him up for?
Well, I just thought he's got a birthday. I figured you may want to celebrate it.
No, I do not. My birthday's today. Nobody's bought me a fucking thing.
Well, happy birthday, Lonnie.
Thank you, Wade. You're the first person to tell me that. You're
Come
the
on,
first person to tell me that.
Come on. Everybody wish him a happy birthday.
You can go ahead and sing to me if you want to, Wade.
I don't sing in the shower when I'm home alone. I can't carry a tune.
Lonnie, you have a trashy mouth. Well, you would know, wouldn't you, country bro? White trash. Oh, I swear. Hello, Apple Creek. Corliss. Oh, who we got here commenting? Nada. Face blue smiling. Did y'all see my campaign commercial earlier? Did you see that?
No, I missed that. I'll have to catch that when I get off here.
Now, some people's asking me, how am I running for office in Indiana when I live in Whitesburg, Kentucky? Fuck you, Whitesburg. Well, I really don't know, but y'all don't have to tell nobody. Y'all don't have to tell nobody. So,
well, what office you running for?
I'm running for city treasurer, city of Austin.
Only way to make money. Only way to make money.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
And
So
I'll tell you what, I've heard if you've got a record and if you run for office and get elected, it wipes your whole record clean. I heard that. I heard that last year.
Well, that was I'm not allowed at high school anymore. I went up there and tried to do a good deed. Oh, look at there. Look, what the? Just like Lonnie Noble to be late. Buddy, I'm going to tell you what. Do you know I had to threaten Goose? I mean, ask Goose nice several times to come in here and host this, be on this show. And he finally told me, yeah. So, they better be happy. Y'all are blessed that Lonnie Noble is here in the house. Cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo. Watch this, Ballin' Cox. Lonnie looks like the Bandits, Ralphie. I'm going to tell you what, buddy. I don't watch children's movies. I do like to color, a nice coloring book, though. What about you, Wade? Thank you, Apple Creek.
If I can stay in the lines, but problem is I like eating the crayons, so
Douglas Fox. Hello, Douglas. Lonnie Noble, Whitesburg, Kentucky here. Oh, we got Damn Yankee. Welcome, Damn Yankee. Hey, thank you, Corliss. Hear what Damn Yankee's saying. You got my vote, Lonnie. Thank you very much. See, there's somebody from Indiana. I already got one vote, Lonnie Noble. Looks like Chad Prater is in for Goose. I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is, Wade?
No, I'm lost on that one.
See my headphones back here, they look like little earmuffs. Sometimes I have to wear earmuffs. You ever wear earmuffs, Wade? They're soft.
Well, on lonely nights, I put on my earmuffs and put on a scarf, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go any farther.
All right. Look here. Goose is the best. No, he's not. He's a dumbass. Fuck you, Goose. I hate you. Son of a bitch. You stole that hat from AD dude. No, I did not. I had this hat before he had one. As a matter of fact, somebody has messaged me and wanted to send me another hat. And I told them, yeah, that'd be fine. You can do that.
I think the hat looks pretty good on you. I mean,
thank you. And then somebody wanted to send
I
me.
don't know what y'all complaining about.
Now, why is yours white? Does that mean you're a good guy and I'm a bad guy?
That means I'm a good guy.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I'm not going to pull mine up because I tell you what, people has been wanting to know who is behind this mask. And I may post a video in a few weeks where I take this mask off and let you see who I am for like 5 or 10 seconds. But that'll be it. And if you hang around backstage, Wade, after whatever Goose has got lined up here to end this shit show bubblegum. Have you ever swallowed bubblegum and farted? It blows a bubble.
And a messy one, too.
Yes, it does. Just don't do it with diarrhea because that's not too much fun. Oh, Ronnie forgot to take his Robin mask away. Let's see what that says. People picking on the mask here. Tell you what, I'm getting tired of this bullshit. Oh, nope. I am the OG, but I'm not the sheriff. I'm an outlaw. Lonnie Noble. Oh, Wade, you stole that hat from Jason Aldean, somebody said. Who the hell's Jason Aldean?
Well, I probably had this hat before Jason Aldean even started singing, believe it or not. This thing's been around since like 94, 95.
That's a long time. That's almost 30 years. Did you know I count that out?
Well, I can't, but I got to do a video to a guy later that can't count.
There's another guy you do videos about that can't spell either.
Well, it's the same guy. He's trying to wonder how I got my 100 pounds back, so quick, which I would like to get my 100 pounds back. But I'm going to do him a video explain how I grew my hair back so quick. I mean,
that looks good. That looks that kind of looks like Pearl's hair.
Yeah, the damn thing grows quick.
Yeah, Pearl's working tonight at McDonald's in the drive-through. So
he's going to be jealous. So that's why I have to wear my hat all the time because
he definitely is.
I don't want him.
It's good.
I don't want him getting jealous. I have to pull it back and then put it on.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to try that.
Of course, it still shows the length, but
hey, you're styling. See now, if you put your earphones on like little earmuffs, and they sound good. Lonnie, did you just shit yourself in school? No, I did not. I didn't even go to school, so I don't know who told you that, but you're full of shit. Little Mama Payday. Well, come in. You got Lonnie Noble here. And I guess I'm a co-host. Goose said before he left, Wade was the host, wrapping up this little show they got, Ship Bubblegum or whatever it's called. I don't even know. I'm going to tell you what, you all are lucky and blessed that the original outlaw, Lonnie Noble's here in the house. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah, I think it's walk and chew bubblegum at the same time or something. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it is. I don't even know. It's got a 0 and a 2. I don't even know what the hell that means. That mask is a little babble dude to you. No, I do not.
Just tell me you're like Zorro.
I am like Zorro. People's been wanting to interview me on these YouTube things, and I've told people no. But wait, if anybody's watching, if y'all want to ask me a question, you just go right ahead, and I'll answer the best I can. And before you start asking questions, Pearl is my 4th cousin, so it don't count. So don't even ask that question.
Well, and a 4th cousin, that makes it okay. So growing up, what was life like growing up? Were you and your dad close?
I don't know who my dad is. We didn't have a milkman and RC Cola. Has anybody ever heard of RC Cola?
RC and Moon Pies, yeah. Okay.
We lived not far on Route 7 from RC Cola place. And, people say your daddy's a milkman. I always wish mine was the RC Cola man. RC Cola's good. I go away to come back and click and clack. What does that mean, T. Dameron? Goose told me to push some button up here, too. Let me see what this shitty-ass button does, if I can find it. Somebody I'm watching, too, is Mike 12 Point. He thinks he's funny. He's not. Shout out to the media, whatever the hell that says. T. Dameron. Social media shout out. Why does he even do that for? It's like Goose likes these people or something. Y'all stupid. Stupid.
I don't know, got old Shady J over there now. You know, if you're shady and you're proud of it, that's I guess that's one thing. But you know,
well, I'm gonna tell you something else. Lonnie don't like anyone. That's exactly right. I even hate myself. I will tell you something though. Last night, I stopped in D's chat. I didn't chat. I was watching. And that person that you're talking about, Wade, was in there. But I could not see his comments because he's got Lonnie blocked. And I was hoping he would go up on screen because, damn it, Lonnie was going to go up there too. But that didn't happen. So.
No, he's scared. He really is. I don't know. I think Rich and Rusty's got him scared, and you know he's backed in the corner.
Well,
and if he's gonna ride a bike, you know he's been out riding his little Harley, his 30-something-year-old Harley all day. At least get up on it. I mean, good God, I've seen bicyclists go faster than what he's going on that thing.
Did you hear that thing in one video? It sounded like it needed some oil.
It did have a little sound to it, but you know, either that or it was his bones. You know, I mean, 'cause Lord knows he's old.
Yeah, little mama payday. Pearl might see this, but yeah, you're right. I'll talk to you later. Y'all know how to take comments off the screen there? Never mind. What's up, Corliss? But now, why does everybody come in here and they say hello? Nobody says hello to me because I'll tell you what, from age 5 until age 9, I thought I was invisible because nobody would talk to me.
Oh, you mean like that? Okay, yeah. Well,
yeah.
I can see that.
And then I realized I wasn't invisible because even though I didn't go to school, sometimes I would go to a school to eat lunch and stuff. And I would hang out in the ladies' bathroom. And there at first, nobody said anything. But then when I got about 8 or 9 years old, there's a little freak in the bathroom. Some little kids watching me pee. Then I realized I wasn't invisible. But why would nobody talk to little Lonnie? I could have been a different person today if people would have talked to little Lonnie.
Well, yeah, it's everybody's fault. I mean, it's all their fault. It's, you know, it's their fault that
it is
you are the way you are.
It is. Society has made what you see in front of you. It has made what you see.
Yep.
And what you see is not a pretty sight, I'm going to tell you. Nobody wants to make me mad. Because when I get mad, I stand in the corner and I cry sometimes. And then other times, I just rip stuff to shreds.
Well, you know what you ought to do? You ought to get in that fight, that redneck brawl.
I'm going to tell you
your anger out.
I would love to do that. Goose has told me to do that. And Lonnie might do that. He sure might. Lonnie might do that. Now, what do you think would happen if I get in that redneck brawl and I go in there and I just stand in the middle of the ring and I start taking all my clothes off and I'm buck naked? Don't you think that feller's going to run out of the ring? And then I'll count to 10, raise my hand. Lonnie's the winner.
There you go.
So
they definitely won't wrestle you. I mean, you know.
I don't have a lot of indictments. Thank you very much. My court fines are paid. Pearl took care of that the other day. And the third was on Friday. And I've still got about $20, $25 left to do me the rest of the month. So you all can kiss my ass. I'm invisible only on Tuesdays after 2 o'clock. Well, so how's the camera got in the bathrooms? I guess so. Looks like Limits has been in the girls' bathrooms too. He admits it.
Well, no, I hear that Outer Limits has been going, you know, around Paintsville and doing a lot of investigating. So he may be up in your area too.
I'm gonna tell you what, you come right on, Outer Limits, and if I see you in my city with a camera, I'm gonna turn and walk the other way because I'm camera shy. I don't want to be on camera.
That's right. You're gonna come investigate me? Let me know. I'll buy you some crystals.
Look here, Country bro, that mask soaks up the tears. Do you wear a mask? Do you know? Do you know, country bro? Well, you're right. It does soak up the tears. Oh, yeah, but anyway, Turkey Man, Turkey Woman was over there talking about old Goose the other night. I got a big kick out of it. It was funny shit. And you know what's funny? Goose has not made a video about Turkey Man because he don't think it's funny. But I do. But I've not made a video. I like doing other stuff. I'm going to go out this week and try to do some lives and ask people some questions. And one of the questions I'm going to ask is, do you know where the nearest bank's at? What do you think is going to happen to me, Wade?
Well, they may look at you a little weird and at the end tell you best of luck. And then probably get in the car and they'll probably be dialing 911.
Now, why are they going to call 911 for? I don't need an ambulance. Spin around with the arms out, guaranteed win. I may do that.
You know, they're just going to feel like something may or may not happen. You know, somebody asking where the bank is, especially nowadays when people have a smartphone and can find out. I mean, you know, somebody asking for directions. Come on.
Yeah.
That's unheard of.
Outer limits? What does that comment mean? I'm a McDonald's guy, Wade.
Well, then I guess I can get you a couple little hamburgers.
Shady. The Wonder Woman move. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to look at some more of these here. There's some videos on the mayor, Lonnie. Well, I might actually do that. I might actually go because the mayor in Whitesburg, I think, is a woman, or she was a while back. I may do that. I sure may. And I may go right into the police chief's office and go, Tyrone, you listen to me. Lonnie Noble's not going to put up with that bullshit. What do you think about that?
I think that's the best way to do it. It's worked so far for everybody else.
Tyrone Fields is the police chief's name. Whitesburg, Kentucky. I'm not afraid of him. He can kiss my ass. For everyone, what's WWF? What the hell is that? Next question. Somebody push buttons. I don't even know what these mean. Somebody's pushing buttons. So it's just bullshit. That's all it is. Bullshit. No lettuce, extra sauce. What does that mean? What does that mean?
She's already putting her order in.
I don't work at McDonald's. Baby, you know I don't work at McDonald's. I don't work at McDonald's. Oh, wait. Duh, Lonnie Noble. Who did you think it was, T. Dameron? This is Lonnie Noble. Cock-a-doodle-doo, motherfucker. What do you think about that?
Yeah, T. Dameron, that other person goes to Taco Bell.
I don't like well, yeah, I do like Taco Bell. Their toilet paper's not any good, though. They've got a lot. They've got it locked up now in the men's room. You could go in there and use a little key and just like pick the top of it, and you could take like 4 or 5 rows at a time. And now they've got a lock on it. You can't do that no more. It's got like a little bar with a padlock on it.
Well, I mean, have you seen the price of toilet paper? I'd put a lock on it too.
I don't know why. I was just going there like, I don't know, twice a week, getting 4 or 5 rolls at a time.
Yeah, you got to go. You got to go.
And I'm going to tell you another thing that, does anybody have a Lee's Chicken? Lee's Chicken used to have regular light bulbs in their restrooms. And they would have one over the sink and then one where the urinal toilet stuff's at. And those would come right out and they would fit in your house. If somebody was to need a light bulb and not have any money and wonder how to get a free light bulb, you get them from Lee's.
Well, that's like Logan's. You know how they would have peanuts in the barrel and the peanuts on the table? When you went to the bathroom, they even had peanuts in the urinal?
I did not know that. What did they taste like?
You could pee and sit there and eat peanuts at the same time.
I'll tell you what, them urinal cakes taste awful. They don't taste anything like they smell. They smell delicious, but they're not.
I mean, they ask you that you didn't leave your nut. You put your nuts in the urinal, but you know.
See, now Mama Payday gets it. She knows. She knows. Now, I'm going to tell you what. Has anybody ever tried to wipe their ass with a quarter? It don't work.
May do better with $50.
Well, okay.
It's a little bigger.
Oh, it looks like it's somebody's, well, shit, somebody, I'm wrapping it up. Kiss my ass. Oh, I guess I'm going to have to go away. They tell me to push a button here. But, Goose, I hate you. Wade, you're all right. Little Mama Payday, hey, baby. Limits, you suck. Country Bro, you suck. Shady J, you're okay. I was trying to see who else is in here. What the hell, Richard? Hit the button. They wouldn't let my buddy AIDS come in here. They doing this shit. Ever tried to bid it? I don't even know what that is. Tell me what that is. What is that? Nobody else knows what it is either. So, you need to shit on. I've done that before too, Corliss. Country Bro. Thank you, Country Bro. You're all right too, Country Bro. I'm gonna push this button. Goose said he told me to tell you be back next week or something. He said for you to hang out a minute, Wade, or something. I don't know what the hell they doing, but he told me to push one button. I'm pushing this button. What, Wade? What was you gonna say?
Oh, I was just saying. Okay, I'll hold
all right. On. He said something. This is 4 minutes or something. I don't know what the hell. Bye.
Lights out, do you know? I got an out, now I'm ready to go. Wanna put my fist in your face. I don't wait for the judgment day. Let me tell you at all. You better keep a devil down in the hole. I'm two-faced, never show my disgrace. Now you face the other side. I am ready to ride, 'cause I'm Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You better keep a devil. You better keep a devil. You better keep a devil down in the hole. You better keep a devil. You better keep a devil. You better keep a devil down in the hole. Oh, 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 oh. Never show my disgrace. Now you face the other side. Are you ready to ride? 'Cause I'm Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You better keep a devil. You better keep a devil. You better keep a devil down in the hole. You better keep a devil.